gentlemen, I cannot tell you the honor and the privilege it is to introduce to you tonight the Democratic nominee for Congress and my dear friend, Kara Eastman.
Somebody told me to write the speech, and I was like, no, I don't need to write a speech. Yeah, I totally need to write a speech. Thank you. I am probably very visibly humbled and honored to accept the Democratic nomination tonight. It feels beyond appropriate that this came after Mother's Day, because I did choose to run after watching my mom, a fighter, battle cancer so many times. My mom taught me to be strong, to speak up, and to fight. And she taught me to fight for people. I know that she would be really proud of me today, and actually my other mother, Anne, came over and told me that earlier, that my mom would be really proud. So, thank you. Here's the thing, when I win in November, I will be the first ever Democratic woman elected from this district in Congress in Nebraska, right? And I'll be ready to represent the values that we are just sorely lacking in government today, those same values that my mom taught me. So I could not have done this without you, and I mean that actually, like I just couldn't have, and without the support of my team. I promised that we would stay positive, and we actually did. That's amazing. I told you all that I'm the kind of person that works hard and gets the job done. We started very early and we worked really hard and we finished incredibly strong. But honestly, we won this race because of all of you. Every time I needed your help, you were there. Every time we needed donations, every time Dave called you like 50 times, you opened up your hearts and your wallets. Honestly, I couldn't have done this without so many generous contributions from people willing to take a chance on a newcomer in a pretty scrappy campaign. People who saw that we had a real opportunity to make change and that we could win by running a different kind of campaign. Yeah. When I needed support, advice, mentorship, I knew I could count on you to guide me and encourage me. Without the endorsements and leadership of incredible elected officials, some of whom are still here tonight, many of whom I've been friends with for a long time, but some who I've just recently become friends with, I could not have been so successful. So we couldn't have done this without union support and without the support of groups both locally and nationally who spoke up to endorse me in the primary. To the hundreds, literally hundreds of volunteers, especially over the last weeks, who spent days with us and joined us tonight, thank you. Your energy, dedication, and enthusiasm was so infectious, it helped us reach out to our friends and neighbors across the entire district deep in the pockets of Sarpy County. And we knew from the beginning that field was the key to winning, that actually talking to voters at their doors was the key to winning. And we have an incredible field team, so this is your victory because you worked ridiculously hard. I want to thank my family, my family that I live with on a day-to-day basis. My husband, Scott, is brilliant and incredibly handsome. I mean, come on. But we've been together for 27 years, and this is a weird thing to do later on in a marriage, and he's just been there for me all the time, and I'm really grateful to him. I can't actually see him, but I'm sure he's here somewhere. There he is. And our daughter, Sabina, who also I can't see, but, oh, there she is, thank you. Sabina is our only child, and continues every day to make us more and more proud. But she's been a really active piece of this campaign. She's worked really hard. She's been neglected to some extent. And but I think, and what she's done is really engaged her friends who are all sitting with her tonight. And I need you to know that if you're worried about the future of our country, look here, because these are some of the most brilliant. These young adults are motivated and they are ready to take action, so watch out. I want to thank my team. I want to thank our campaign chair, who isn't here tonight, but W. Don Nelson has been incredible support to us. As Crystal said, Ben Anka, hardest working campaign manager. And obviously, I have to give a ton of support and thanks to Crystal, because she really has guided me, been a mentor to me, and somebody that I look up to, and she's killing it. And if you ever work with her, always listen to her, because it gets a little scary. Where's Dave? There he is. Dave is the first person that we hired in the team, and he and I spend 6-7 hours a day making phone calls to people, and when we started, most people said no. And the fact that we have been competitive in our fundraising without PAC money, without corporate PAC money, or even really without PAC money in general. I mean, we have a little, but I mean, this is an individual-driven campaign, and Dave made that happen. For two newcomers, we work really well together, and I think we've done a pretty good job. I also want to thank Heather, my communications director. She's a mom of 6 kids. She's a military spouse whose husband is actively deployed right now, and she also runs her own business. So the fact that she's been able to do everything in this campaign that she has, she really does deserve a lot of respect. And if you see her, buy her a pizza or something. I don't know how she does it. I also want to thank Lee Nakamoto, our social media guru, who's been incredible. And now we get to our field team. Fatima Flores Lagunas, Chris Points, and Nate Kaczynski. You all led a grassroots insurgent effort. We knocked on more than 60,000 doors. And they were out through winter. They were out when one of them broke their foot practically. I mean, they were just, their cars broke down. I mean, it's unbelievable how much time and effort they spent. And at first it was hard, right? Like nobody knew who I was. And so it's hard to do that, but honestly, they were some of the people that kept me going through this. And Fatima knows that she holds a special place in my heart and that I will fight for her forever because she deserves it. So together, that's all of us, we ran a very proactive, forward-looking campaign, and we're looking ahead to a future where Congress isn't only influenced by lobbyists and corporations. Together, we're looking towards a Congress that listens to the voices of everyday people like you and me. This is also a magical Congress where voters actually have access to their elected officials. And where strong, unified Democrats bring a new set of values to Washington, D.C. So thank you for voting today. I'm assuming all of you did. And thank you for joining me tonight and for all of your hard work, the hours you've given to this cause, what I call this movement. And more importantly, thank you for believing in me and in the democratic values that this campaign represents. This is absolutely just the beginning. The general election starts tomorrow. And I'm going to count on all of you in the general election to continue donating, to continue volunteering, and together we'll get the job done. In exchange, I promise to continue working as hard as I have, if not harder. I'm going to continue spending time in the community, talking to voters, and more importantly, asking them what their concerns are, because in the general election, there are a lot more concerns, right? Because what we found is that we all are concerned about some of the things that are happening in our country, and people are looking for strong, positive leadership. And sometimes they're looking for something that they don't even know is out there. I will continue to stand up and speak for families in this district. I have said before that I am not running for a job. God, I'm actually going to be on a leave of absence for my job longer. Tony, that's good for you. But I'm doing this because I do have a sense of desperation for our country right now, and in particular for our children. And I will continue to fight. I will continue to speak up for families, and I will continue to work. And hopefully we will do that together, because I am never going to stop fighting for you. Thank you.